It's story time! Hey guys, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing something personal and vulnerable. It's different than my usual content, but I'm sure sharing my experience will help others if you're going through the same thing. In this video, I'm going to share my mommy makeover story and what happened from prep to 2 months post-op. In another video, I'm going to give you my tips and must-haves. So be sure you're subscribed so you can be notified when I upload new videos. I want to start off by saying this was a difficult decision for me to make. I never imagined I would get elective surgery, but here I am. Ultimately, I'm so glad I decided to go ahead and do it. I'm happy with the results so far, and it's only been 2 months. I'm still healing, of course, but just know ahead of time that it's a journey. None of this is medical advice. This is just my personal experience. Please do your own research and get a consultation to explore your options for your needs in your area. Everyone is different, and everyone's experience will be different. Going into my consultation, I was originally going in for just a lift and to even out the size. That was it. Then we talked about abdominal muscle separation, and I didn't even know that was a thing, but it was included with a tummy tuck. So I didn't have a ton of extra skin, but I was told that I would definitely have a vertical scar along with the obvious horizontal one. And I would also keep some stretch marks, which now they're from my belly button down. Then we moved on to my flanks, which is like your sides. And I decided to do lipo around my sides and back and do a fat transfer in addition to the lift. At first, she seemed worried that I wouldn't have enough fat, but it turned out that I had plenty since I subconsciously gained a few pounds in those few months prior to my scheduled date. So pre-op, order anything that you think you will want or need, so you have things on hand when you actually do need them. I'm going to go over things in more detail in my next video, but just make sure that you're prepared early. Set up 1 to 2 areas where you'll be able to relax, be comfortable, and sleep. Basically just plan ahead and know that you won't be able to do much. I'd say or compare it to being similar to nesting before you have a baby. So if you know me, I plan ahead. And I did order a size up of my front closed bras. I actually needed to size up 2 band sizes initially. I didn't have an alternate bra to change into. I just had to wear the bra I was sent home with until that came in. So even though I was prepared, I didn't prepare for that much swelling. And thankfully, I'm back to my regular band size now, but just know that you might swell more than you think you will. At least I did. I'll have everything I'm talking about in my Amazon storefront listed under Mommy Makeover, so everything is there in one place and it's easy to find. Okay, so the night before, I had to shower with a special soap. Of course, no food, and I couldn't drink water after midnight, which wasn't fun for me because I love water. In the morning, I had to shower with the same special soap again. I still was not happy I couldn't have water, but of course I brought some with me. And make sure you have a pillow in the car for later. So I arrived at the surgery center dark and early. I changed into a robe, she did the marker drawing, and they had me ready to go quickly because I don't remember anything after that. The last thing I remember, I was in the middle of conversation, and that was it. So if you ask me, it went by really fast. Hubby and the girls dropped me off and picked me up, and I did wake up in pain, but it was manageable. The drive home was okay, but I gradually was in more pain the closer we got to the house. I know some people will travel or go out of town to get this done, but I could not imagine doing that. I dislike driving anywhere for like the first week. When we got home, the neighbor and hubby helped me walk in. Yes, I actually needed help, and it was so hard for me to keep my eyes open for longer than a second, even to the point when I got home. Like I was like not wanting to have my eyes open. We were awake off and on the first couple of nights and didn't get much sleep. So this is where it gets interesting. The first night, the muscle relaxer I took right before I was going to fall asleep actually felt like a muscle tightener to me, and it took me about 15 minutes to realize that all the muscles in my body were like locked up. And I was trying to stay calm, but I told hubby that my airway's okay, but I can't breathe. My muscles were so tight that I couldn't take a deep breath, which of course made me freak out. I can usually use breath work to help calm myself down, but since I couldn't do that, I felt really stuck. Hubby did get in contact with my surgeon that night, which helped a lot. She told me I was okay and don't take it again. This is an obvious example that everyone is different and responds differently. I do think that that affected how I felt for the first couple days. Pain and sore muscles for obvious reasons. That also made it difficult for me to actually relax and go to the bathroom too. And I took everything I needed to take as instructed, and I don't usually take anything, so that was just already a challenge for me. 2 days post-op, I had an appointment. I needed a wheelchair to get into the surgery center and help in and out of the truck. It went well, but I was just uncomfortable. I did have congestion in my throat, and I did have to cough a lot that day and evening, which was not fun, as you can imagine. My facial steamer was vital in that situation. I tried a second type of muscle relaxer, and I didn't notice much of a difference. The third one I didn't even try. I didn't feel like I needed it at that point. And the last time I took any pain med was 2 days post-op. Baseline pain I stopped on day 5, but I still continued to take everything else for that first week. Day 5, friends update, I'm actually gonna read it, just giving them an update, so it's like a text from me. Appointment went well, 1 drain was removed and I can shower now. Yay! Next appointments are for second drain removal, and after that is for all tape removal and to get my scar kit. Thankfully, I don't need a Faja body shaper, just a compression tank, which is a relief too. They were surprised but very glad that I'm off all pain meds. Just my lower back muscles hurt the worst. I'm so ready to eat and shower now. Today has been the best day so far. I got 7.5 hours of sleep too. I'm still hunched over and I'm expected to be for a week or more, and I know that contributes to my back pain. I don't think I was as hunched over from the start as I expected to be. I'm standing more upright than I thought actually. Shower was glorious. Side note, I needed help. I also stayed and slept on the electric recliner spot on our couch, and I needed help with everything for about 2 weeks. Climbing into bed and rotating was not going to happen at that time. I scheduled my first lymphatic massage at exactly 2 weeks post-op. I felt amazing immediately after, and I sat up and I had no pain in my back at all. I knew I would feel better, but I was so surprised that I felt so great so fast. And I have continued to go to lymphatic massages weekly. And I was leaning forward to walk, which of course is going to hurt your lower back over time. You'll gradually stand up straighter and that gets better, but a heating pad, red light, and castor oil helped me a lot. My sides were the most swollen. It would feel hard and just very uncomfortable. I also couldn't reach my arms higher than my shoulders. You use your core muscles for literally everything. And it's the little things that you don't think about or realize that you do every day. Laughing didn't bother me. Coughing was more annoying and it did hurt some, but sneezing was the worst. And it was the start of allergy season. And then I have a long 2-week friends update that I sent them. And this was in more than one text, but I kind of condensed it down into like one. So I'm gonna read this too. I'm doing well and apparently healing quickly. I've heard from my surgeon and nurse and now my lymphatic massage therapist that I'm healing faster than most. I don't necessarily feel that though, and I'm not very patient. I'm starting to use my castor oil and red light. My lymphatic massage therapist understands the dance world and she is so sweet. They took my tape off on Monday and even said I can wear whatever bra I'd like when I'm comfortable. I can reach up but have to keep my elbows pulled in. Try not to raise up above my shoulders yet. Hubby cut off the rest of my dissolvable stitches last night because they were annoying me, and it was either that or I could have gone back in for them to do it for me. This is a great one. I learned that if you completely exhale quickly, you don't actually have to sneeze, which was really funny. I was like, like I did that and I was like, oh, okay, the sneeze went away. It doesn't hurt anymore though, and laughing doesn't bother me at all. One spot in my upper ab feels like I pulled a muscle, which I'm sure is just getting used to the new position. It hurt me last week from trying to sit up. I have a T vertical scar too from my original belly button in that area. I'm just being careful with it. My stretch marks are now under my belly button, which I already told you guys that. She couldn't take it all since I didn't have enough extra skin. I know it's healed, but it makes me nervous. A few small bruises here and there, but the only area that hurts and is noticeably swollen is my lower back, hips, and of course lower belly. More uncomfortable than pain. I went to dance and watched the girls and did go for my class as well at 2 weeks post-op exactly, but carefully walked through the dance. It was nice to see everyone and so sweet that they missed me. So honestly, I'm gradually getting better, as you can kind of tell. So that was 2 weeks. I wasn't even like keeping notes or anything because everything was just gradually getting better. Probably around the 1 month mark is kind of like, okay, from here on, it's sort of like just gradual progression. So I have a 4-week friends update now. 1 month post-op appointment was today, and I was cleared to dance carefully and resume regular activity as tolerated. Yay. I didn't know I text yay like that all the time. Yay. I'll still have swelling that should last about 3 to 6 months, full results in a year. I'll take all the progress. I have improved a lot this past week, sleeping in bed, which I was so excited about, you guys, sleeping in bed. Sleeping in bed and on my sides has been wonderful. The numb feeling and swelling is so annoying, but it's decreasing and thankfully not painful. I started doing things around the house, but was winded just putting clothes away. Also know, if you're short like me, you won't be able to climb halfway inside of the washing machine and do laundry. I did have help, of course, but I ended up using tongs to help me. I was so happy I was cleared to fully dance again at week 4. Half dancing is harder than full out for me, taking it easy and listening to my body. And now I'm actually more like 2.5 months post-op, but I wrote this at 2 months. I have hard days, and sometimes I get frustrated that I'm not fully healed and I can't do absolutely everything. I just can't push my body like I did before. I have continued with weekly lymphatic massages. Like I said, I'm gradually improving. It's not an obvious improvement every day, but I am improving. I still have numbness around my lower back and my middle and like lower tummy, basically where the muscle repair was, and then of course the lower incision area. And the scar tissue is tight on my lower back, sides too, which is uncomfortable. But of course I'm still continuing to work on it. I'm still doing lymphatic massage, so we're gonna get there. I use castor oil and silicone gel every day. I'm continuing to heal, but this is my update so far. Stay tuned for my tips, faves, and must-haves video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.